Hello, hello, hello on this Tuesday morning. Chris Allen on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It is April the 9th, the day after the big eclipse. Hopefully, you were able to see it wherever you are and be able to at least bask in the glow. Hopefully, it didn't hurt the eyes too much. We had the kind of eclipse, since it wasn't 100% totality. We had the kind of eclipse that if you saw the sun with just part of the moon over the sun, then it could hurt your eyes pretty badly, like a burn in the retina. That's what we were warning about. Don't get out there and just stare at it without the glasses. So hopefully you guys paid attention to that, and you were able to see what you needed to see, and take it all in. It's going to be another 20 plus 22 years from now before you see another one in the United States. But there, as we explained yesterday, there are other eclipses that take place, both solar and lunar, that happen across the world at various times. You don't have to wait 22 years to see another eclipse. You can go to Europe or Greece or some other country, win the lottery, go take a trip. That's what I want to do. Right? Okay, here's a look at the Plano cam this morning, and the Plano cam is going to be nothing but rain and cloudy for the next 3 days. Next 3 days, it's going to pretty much look like this. And we're going to get some beneficial rain out of this system. It's going to sit and park over the area, frontal boundary just back to the west of us. And so it's just going to be wave upon wave of rain as we go through today, tomorrow, and also into Thursday, maybe even a little early Friday. I don't want to count that as a fourth day, but 3 whole days of nothing but rain. I'm not really looking for severe weather, although there could be those times when we get, hey, neighbor, going down the road from the apartment complex across the street here in Plano, heading to work, I guess. Watch out, wet roadways. But we're going to get maybe a few storms here and there that could produce some heavy rainfall. Here's a look at the rainfall projections over the next several days. And you see right here over west and middle Tennessee, Kentucky, southern Kentucky, there's that little sliver of 3 to 4 inches still in there. Now, it's not going to be all at once. That's the great news. I'm not really so concerned about flooding or flash flooding, but there is definitely going to be a rise in the creeks and the streams and the rivers the next few days because of the continual chances of rain. And as you see there, the Weather Service agrees. It is going to be, you know, pretty good rainfall, consistent rainfall. But since it's coming in rounds and in waves, it's not going to come all at once, then flooding is not going to be too much of a concern. The heaviest rain and thunderstorms and the most severe weather is going to be south, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Big risk of severe weather, which I'll show you in greater detail here in a moment. We do not have that kind of a risk of severe weather, although it's possible that, a strong storm or two could get going at some point throughout this 3 day period. But overall, we're talking about just a lot of consistent rainfall. And some of you will pick up more than others, while others just get, a little shower here and there. Here's a look from downtown and our AAA systems live cam. And it shows what you expect it to show, just like the Plano cam, rainy, cloudy. From time to time, there may be a rumble of thunder, a flash of lightning, but it's not going to be anything too rough. It's just going to be cloud cover and rain. I don't think we're going to see much more than that today. I think some of the heaviest rains, though, will come during the day tomorrow. It does appear that as an area of low pressure starts, and I'll show you the map, as the low pressure system starts to kind of come up into middle Tennessee, southern Kentucky, it's going to wring out the atmosphere. And the atmosphere is pretty juiced up. It's pretty wet, and we're going to get abundant Gulf moisture that's going to help set off the rains that we're going to get. Let's take a look at radar and the maps and the satellite view and all that this morning. Here's a look at the winds are very calm this morning. And you can see we don't have any tight lines across the area. So the winds are generally out of the south at about 8 to 10 miles per hour. But you see the isobars are not tightly packed. The front stalled to the west. This is where things are pretty quiet as far as winds are concerned, and that's because we've got this stalled out system here. Let's take a look at radar, and you can see that yeah, we're getting showers right now as of 8:17, the current time that I'm doing this live podcast. If you're watching it later, is 8:17. So as of 8:17, you can see the map, the radar. Lightning strikes over toward Hazard, Kentucky. Here you see one up there toward Hartford, Madisonville. Pretty good band there of showers from Paducah to just about Harrisburg, Cape Girardeau, and then a heavier, just solid sheet of rain. Not very much lightning, but just a solid band of moderate rainfall south of Nashville toward Murfreesboro, Columbia, Lawrenceburg, Winchester, Tennessee, even down toward Huntsville, Alabama, and more coming in from Arkansas. Once you go further south, this is where the stormy weather is going on. Look at all those lightning strikes, just boom, boom, boom. Moving in toward the Jackson, Mississippi area, back toward the parishes of northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, into Texas. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, but the moisture is abundant here, and it will be for the next few days. With the stalled front to the west, the moisture has nowhere to go but up due north from the Gulf of Mexico and right over the area. Satellite view, well, you can expect it's going to be cloudy. Here it is coming in piece by piece. There's a lot of information here, so it takes a moment to load all that in. This is a high resolution map. You can see how thick the clouds are, and boy, it's going to be with us for a while. Yesterday was the last of sunshine that we're going to see for 3 consecutive days in a row. Now, some of those people that were saying things like, after the eclipse, there's going to be 5 days of total darkness. There's going to be three. Well, not total darkness, but there's going to be, it's not going to be as much sunshine as what we've seen lately. And oh, I checked this morning, the ATMs still work, and Jesus didn't come back yesterday. So there's that. I just wanted to bring you up to date because I'm still here. You're still here. He could come today, though. Are you ready? That's what I always say. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back? Is this what you want him catching you doing when Jesus comes back? Are you ready? Oh, I'm just messing with y'all. It's so much fun. All right. Actually, I'm messing with the people that are trying to mess with you and trying to lay all this stuff on you just to scare you to death. Oh, Jesus is coming back, I guarantee. But it's not going to be because of an eclipse. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I want to go to Mesonet, don't I? Yeah, let's go to Mesonet because Mesonet is going to show what we need to show as far as temperatures and rainfall, because I want to show you what so far has been the case. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet network as of 8:21 this morning. All the yellow representing 60-degree temperatures across the board. There's an upper 50 here and there, like up in Grayson County, Ohio County, a 59 over Bon Air. Yeah, you get it. Okay, let's check rainfall. Let's go. Should we go past mid or since midnight? Yeah, let's go since midnight. Okay, not much. Well, then, okay, let's go past 24 hours. Still not much. The only place that's really gotten any measurable rainfall or anything appreciable has been Todd County with that thunderstorm that turned severe with some ping pong ball sized hail in between the 6 and 10 o'clock news last night. I was watching that, and then it moved right over just north of Bowling Green and fell apart. But it dumped over Elkton in Todd County, 72 hundredths of an inch of rain. And there was another one up around Muhlenberg County, 12 hundredths of an inch of rain, but really nothing here. We saw some lightning and it rained a little, but it wasn't much. So, really, as far as rainfall is concerned, there's just hadn't been much going on yet. Yet is the operative here. It will. It's going to happen. All right, let's take a look at the model blender and see if we can see anything that stands out to us here. I'll tell you the thing that stands out to me is just how warm it's going to get. We're kind of in the cooler or coolish period right now. It's not even that cool. To me, it's pretty comfortable. 60s, mid to upper 60s today. 66, I think, is a good number to go with the clouds and the showers. Upper 50s. I'm going to say 60 tonight. We're not going to move that much in temperature because of the warm and soupy air that is settling around the area. It's just not, there's not much that's really going to change wholesale in temperature. We go 70s tomorrow, about 73. I agree with that. More rain and thunderstorms. 60s, a little cooler as we get into Thursday and Friday once the system pulls away. The weekend is looking spectacular for us here in Southern Kentucky. Lots of sunshine. The rain will be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We won't see the next chance of rain until we get into, say, Sunday night, Monday. But look at that. Monday's high predicted 81, 79, then 80 for Wednesday, upper 70s after that. That's a lot of warm air. So the coolest air we're actually experiencing right now, if you want to call it that. And as we go through time over the next several days, we're going to warm it way up. Next week is looking very summer like pattern that's going to set in here for several days. So, all good news. I don't see any little winters showing up. That's good. We don't need any more. I think we've had enough. We've had enough already. You little winters, you need to move on. Here's a look at the maps, and you can see the surge of moisture. Let me zoom out so you can see the big picture here. Here's Bowling Green, Southern Kentucky, Nashville. You get the idea. Look at all this red. Like I said, this is where all or most of the severe weather is going to be today. Texas, Louisiana, into Mississippi. Boy, really nasty weather down there. Since we are this far north, it really pulls away the threat of severe weather from us. Maybe not completely. That's not to say there won't be a strong storm now and then with some rough, gusty wind, lightning, maybe hail. But as far as like severe weather, like severe weather, like we know, no, not for this go round. I don't think for us. It just doesn't appear to be that it's going to be that way because all of the really nasty weather is going to be down here to the south, pulling away the energy from us. But the moisture, oh, it's for everybody, and it's going to be continual because of this front stalling out to the west. Here's this afternoon. Here we go into tonight. Still the severe weather threat from Fort Worth, Dallas, the Metroplex, Austin, San Antonio, Louisiana, Mississippi. You'll notice that red stays down there for a long time. This is tomorrow morning, early. Still rain and thunderstorms over southern Kentucky, much of Kentucky. More severe weather into Wednesday, then into Thursday. Now, as we do get into Wednesday evening into Thursday, I do think there's a better chance of some heavier rain and maybe some stronger storms as that low pressure system you see right there comes a little closer. This is going to be the ultimate push to get this stalled system out of the way and pushing it east, which is going to help clear us up for the weekend. But between now and then, rain, thunderstorms, heavy rain, rumbles of thunder. I don't really, again, foresee anything severe. Look at the winds, though, pick up here. As the low pressure system comes through, look at the tighter bars here. Isobars, equal lines of pressure on either side of the low starting to tighten up. It's going to start to get windy as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and then clearing up as we get into Friday. The system finally moves on just in time for the weekend. Here we go into Saturday, then into Sunday. Now, Sunday night into Monday, here comes the next system out of the plains that we'll be watching that will start to try to throw down some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we get into Monday, Tuesday of next week. Stalled boundary to the north this time instead of to the west, but everything starts to get hung up in the works again. And that means more rain for us, even though it's not painted in here, for Tuesday of next week. So once we get past all of this next 3 days of rain, we get a break for the weekend, and then there will come more rain on the backside of that next system. One more thing I want to show you. Pull a Columbo here. Just one more thing. I do want to show you the severe weather threat just in case you're interested in any severe weather threat that we may have here in the area. And this is it. This is for Wednesday. Again, I showed you that low pressure system moving in. This is not today, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. And mostly Wednesday afternoon and evening. There's already a level 1 marginal risk for southern Kentucky, nearest the low pressure system that I showed you to the west and southwest. Level 2, south of Nashville, slight risk. But that's really, as far as severe weather threat, that's really the only threat that I see. And even then, it's just marginal. It's not really, a big threat. Not really a big threat. Tornado, nope, nothing there. Not really. Severe wind, maybe a 2% chance, 5% chance. Hail, yeah. So you see, it's a very low confidence type of situation. Now, as we get into Thursday, there will be a greater threat off to the north and east of us, east of 65, but along 75. We'd still be in a level 1 marginal in Bowling Green, much of southern Kentucky, but it's north and east of us, level 2, slight risk. And again, that's on Thursday. So if you want to know where the severe the real weather whisk is going to be over the next several days, that's where it's going to be. As I get my whisk out, severe weather whisk this morning and for the next few days. Okay, it's not going to be a big deal. All right. Wow, I went under 20 minutes today for the first time in several days. Okay, you guys, good morning to you and everybody in the chat box this morning. William, Mandem, 98, Karen, Keith, Sharon, Katie, who else here? Norm, Alan, Wanda, Tony, Sharon, Gregory, Ellen, Kay, Anita, Letitia, Norm, Lonnie. Good morning to you all, and thank you for watching, and the other 100+ people or so, several hundred in here. Thank you for being with me last few days. Severe weather, eclipse. What else was it? 50th anniversary of the outbreak of tornadoes. They've all been part of the podcast this morning. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you tonight. News 40, 5, 6, and 10.